Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to Valorant News. Loads going on right now. Rostermania certainly is continuing on. Tournaments going on left, right and centre. But Subroza talking about the new TSM roster, which apparently is now ready to go. Announcement potentially coming very soon indeed. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hitting the like button is the best thing you can do to help this channel reach more people. Please consider subscribing as well if you haven't already. Doing lots of growth these last several days. Love to see it. Firstly, this from LVP. Tournament goes on last night for one of the first times we've seen really recently with a crowd in a stadium for Valorant going on. Really awesome to see. We had Movistar Riders up against Ascend's club, and of course there's still some questions around Ascend and cNed and what's going on there ahead of champions, like the Twitch money laundering type scandals that we've talked about a little bit ago, and whether cNed will have any punishment for stuff like that remains to be seen. But cool to see these tourneys going on. It's Ascend that win it in the end. Like, just great to see LAN action with with fans and all this type of stuff. We saw it at the major recently, right? And a load of other tournaments finally getting back into the groove of things. Valorant doing so as well, which is of course great to see. Berlin, the champions in Berlin, obviously not too far around the corner for the proper VCT tour. But cool to see these other tournaments going on as well. Also, this tournament was going on the Community Gaming Valorant Elite Showdown, $25,000. So many teams in this we looked at a couple of days ago. The top four have now been determined in NRG, this new squad with HaZe, Pioneers, Team Seal and Knights. But certainly some interesting results and upsets in this one we will have a look at. But again, NRG on the whole have been looking pretty good. They did choke an incredible map yesterday. It's one of the biggest chokes I think we've ever seen in Valorant. Honestly absurd how hard they choked it. But they still went on to win the series. I'm pretty sure it was actually in this very series right here, but on a different map. It was on Ascent in this same series. But yeah, wasn't the prettiest one for them. We'll have a look at that right here. So anyway, this is the bracket players. I'll just make sure it's fully on screen for you guys because it's a chaotic bracket, right? Now the round of 32, this first matchup was a very big surprise to a lot of people. Version 1 getting knocked out by the Knights, and honestly, given the version 1, they look pretty good as of late. They made this change, bringing in a new coach. They've got Zelsis right as their IGL now apparently, and still really not getting the result they wanted. Losing this early, of course, Knights did make a good run, but losing it was very much unexpected. We had Renegades Fallout as well. A couple of you guys are mentioning the fact that you see Cloud9 here, you see TSM here, but that's their academy rosters, so it's not their full rosters. But we have NRG as well making a bit of a run. This matchup versus a crew was just ridiculous. We'll have a look at it in a second. They end up beating Ghost Gaming to go through, and Built by Gamers, that squad that currently we've got a bang on that team, at least filling in for this tourney. Ambox as well losing to this squad in this matchup right here. Maybe we can actually have a look at that one real quick. They also happen, and of course, these are the top four that we just looked at, which will be determined later today. This Ambox series as well, you see Bang 37 and 27 over the course of the maps. This is pretty dominant, 13 to 8, 13 to 9 at the end of the day. So yeah, kind of surprising really that Mame and Co here on this squad did not get the result they wanted. Of course, Mame coming into that team, I'm pretty sure relatively recently. Of course, look, it is an online tournament. It doesn't mean all that much, but at the end of the day, it would be nice to perform well in these tourneys if you are some of these teams. This, for example, from the V1 side, this was the series they played, and honestly, at the end of the day, V1 kind of got outplayed here, especially by Xif. This guy was absolutely out of control. So that's how things went here. It goes all the way to a map 3 on Ascent, and it's 13 to 3 in the end. They kind of get blown out of the water. We also get this incredible series versus a crew. In the end of the day, NRG do win the series, but look at this Ascent. They go up 11-1 at the half. They win the first pistol, and then they lose 11 rounds in a row to go to overtime, and then a crew win the overtime. One of the more ridiculous strikes. I'll probably have to share a couple of clips to end out the video. There were some ninja diffusers going on. This was just frankly embarrassing. But to be fair, to their credit, they come back, they win Icebox 13-11, and then they take the final map on Haven 18 to 16. It was an absolute bloodbath this series, and they just about got over the line. So it was not easy for them at all. A very impressive series from these guys. But yeah, Som had his moments most certainly. And yeah, this new squad with HaZe getting just about the result they were looking for and continue on in the tournament. But it was not easy for them. We had Pioneers beat Built by Gamers actually, so this is kind of banging this team as well. A lot of talk about him as of late, and yeah, he was kind of been trialing for TSM, didn't end up joining that squad. We'll have a look at TSM's roster. Well, that might potentially be here in just a second. But yeah, 47 and 46 in this series, but it's still 2-1 for the Pioneers in the end. And this series also NRG come up against Ghost Gaming just after that one. They win this one a little bit more comfortably. This again goes to overtime on split, and then it's 13 to 7 on Icebox. But in the end, they get the job done. So pretty remarkable. I'll keep you guys updated on how this finishes off tomorrow. But let's talk about TSM. So this is the rumor right now going on with TSM, that of course they're going to keep Subroza on the team, Leviathan and Wardell, and then they're looking for 2 other guys to join the team. Now Corey apparently is pretty much going to be there now, at least that's what it seems right now. But Tig was also being tried from Luminosity, and as George goes on to continue with yesterday's update, Tig is no longer trialing with TSM. He will likely remain on LG according to multiple sources. More info on TSM coming soon. So if if Tig's no longer there, but we don't hear anything about Corey, you'd imagine that probably means Corey's going to be in that squad, especially because it seems like we know, well, they know what their roster is going to be. As George thought it was kind of funny, this Bankin is really good, right? He had some good series yesterday. I think it'd be decent at a team like TSM. Of course, they trialed him, didn't really, well, get the results they wanted, and move on a different direction, but maybe they will bring him in after this tourney, who knows? Probably unlikely, though. This is what Subroza has to say. Of course, kind of some questions whether Subroza will stay on that team, what's going to go on there, but as he tweets out right here, I found them probably indicating the team is ready to go, especially when we listen to this clip I'll share for you guys on screen, where he says, yes, the team's ready to go, you guys are going to love it, I'm really excited about the potential of this new TSM roster that we imagine is going to be announced very soon.
Going to my job, no cap, that's like in 4 hours, no cap. Guys, 500 gifted, I leaked the new TSM. By the way, the new TSM roster, you guys are going to like it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You guys are going to like this. We've been scrimming lately, and all I'm saying is it's going good. We're up good. I really like the 5 we have right now. I'm not going to lie. Hint. The only thing I can say is one of them is an IGL and one of them is a fragger, which is what we needed. David's tired. They've been at 4 months. I appreciate it.
Just a couple of other things to finish off with. The Sinatraa tweet for interaction that George does right here I thought was kind of funny. But at the end of the day, Sinatraa is a massive question mark right now because we don't really know what's going on with him and where he might potentially go. Some of these teams are looking for opportunities. You guys were talking yesterday about 100 Thieves. Like, could they, would they want to pick up Sinatraa? Of course, it's a risk, right? There's like the branding perceptions and whether Riot wanted to happen. That, of course, is a massive question mark, like the blacklisting type thing that we discussed a few weeks ago. But still, Sinatraa could find a home somewhere. I'm sure that we know he's trying to find a comeback into the pro scene. Whether that's with TSM seems unlikely, but another organization taking a chance on him seems very, very possible, right, at some point or another, even if it's going to take another couple of months to get everything's finalized. So we'll have to see how that thing goes. And just to finish off with this from Pith, a CSGO legend, part of the G2 Valorant side for, well, relatively recently. It's time to say goodbye to the OG Pith. Thank you for your time at G2. Good luck in the future. Definitely, a legend of the FPS gaming scene on the PC side. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hitting the like button tells the YouTube gods this is a good video. Others like you should see it as well. And I've grown the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.
They have to be forced into this fight now. It's good for it though. It's just down to Bang. Bang's gonna upgrade a weapon though. You're right. Do they funnel through? Do they have a leer? Oh, Bang! What? Bang! Halfway? He's good. Oh, okay. The jump heat was enough to pull him off. Bang! 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 Again! And the second time this series to close out the map? What was that?
Maybe avoid absolute catastrophe. But there goes the Hunter's Fury. We talked about it. That should be another kill. The spike gets planted. Nice trade coming out from Som. But there goes Dynamic pushing forward with the Blaze Storm. The flick comes through from Som. He's got all the work to do by himself. Looking to slow this one down. In come the footsteps. Can he make the right guess here? Might require quite the flick. Dodges the recon dart. The tap comes in. The pressure's there. The flick misses from Som. And there goes Dynamic once again. He's going to surely stick it, but there goes Som. Looking to push forward. That's going to take Dynamic off of the defuse of the spike. And Som trying to play this one perfectly. Picking the perfect. Oh, that's nasty from Som.
You should have seen your face.
For the ace as well, no less. Oh, man.
Oh my god, those two.
Thinking about it, looks like NRG gonna give him the option to do that, but he's.
This
I mean,
Wait, can he stick
no
this?
way. No way. No way. No way. No way! Oh my god!
Oh, back.
Excuse me?
NRG is shot right now. Like.